Are you terrified of what a healthcare fraud investigation could mean for your career, your reputation, and your future? Watson & Associates, LLC can help. Call 1-866-601-5518 today. If you're a doctor, clinic owner, or healthcare executive facing a potential healthcare fraud investigation, your stomach is likely in knots. The fear, the uncertainty, the feeling of injustice, it's all too real. You've dedicated your life to healing, to providing care, and now you're staring down the barrel of a federal investigation. Let me be clear, this is serious. A healthcare fraud investigation is not something to be taken lightly. The government has vast resources at its disposal and they are relentless in their pursuit of justice, but, and this is crucial, an accusation is not a conviction. You have rights and you have options. This is not the time to bury your head in the sand. This is not the time to hope it will just go away. Decisive action is paramount. You need to understand what you're up against and what you can do to protect yourself, your family, and your livelihood. This video will arm you with the knowledge you need to navigate this challenging time. Federal healthcare fraud investigations are complex, often beginning with a tip-off from a disgruntled employee, a whistleblower, or a data analysis that raises red flags. Agencies like the FBI, the Department of Health and Human Services, and the Office of Inspector General work in tandem, scrutinizing your billing practices, patient records, and financial transactions. These investigations can be lengthy, sometimes spanning years. You might experience unannounced visits, document subpoenas, or even interviews with investigators. This is not a time to play coy. Everything is being recorded, analyzed, and used to build a case, whether you're guilty or not. Remember, you have the right to remain silent, you have the right to an attorney. Exercise these rights. The government has a battery of laws at its disposal when it comes to healthcare fraud. The False Claims Act, the Anti-Kickback Statute, the Stark Law, and the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act are just a few examples. These laws are incredibly complex and, importantly, can be triggered even by unintentional mistakes. This means even seemingly minor billing errors, incorrect coding, or improper documentation can have severe consequences. Don't assume that because you didn't intentionally commit fraud, you're in the clear. The government often pursues charges based on a theory of reckless disregard, meaning they believe you should have known better. Section 4. The stakes: your livelihood, your freedom. You're likely grappling with a whirlwind of emotions and questions. Will you lose your medical license? What about your reputation, your life's work? The prospect of prison, of being branded a criminal. It's a terrifying thought. The potential consequences of a healthcare fraud conviction are devastating. You could face hefty fines, restitution payments that could bankrupt you, and even lengthy prison sentences. But there is hope. With the right legal counsel, you can fight these charges and protect your future. Section 5. A fighting chance: building a strong defense with experienced counsel. Experienced healthcare fraud defense attorneys understand the complexities of these cases and the strategies prosecutors use. They can challenge the government's evidence, expose weaknesses in their case, and negotiate on your behalf. There are numerous legal defenses that can be employed depending on the specifics of your case. Your attorney may be able to argue that you had no intent to defraud, that the errors were unintentional, or that the government's interpretation of the law is flawed. Time is of the essence. The sooner you reach out to an experienced attorney, the sooner they can begin building your defense. Don't gamble with your future. If you're facing a healthcare fraud investigation, act now. Contact our team of experienced healthcare fraud defense attorneys today for a confidential consultation. We will fight tirelessly to protect your rights and secure the best possible outcome for your case. Call Watson & Associates LLC at 1-866-601-5518 today.